And joining us tonight to talk about the midterm elections is Travis County GOP Chairman Matt McCain's and Ed Espinoza from Progress, Texas. Thank you both for being here.
Pleasure.
Good to be here.
Ed, we heard the president mention a moment ago this idea of a red wave. Do you think Republicans are as enthusiastic as Democrats at this point?
Well, I think if they were as enthusiastic, we might have heard somebody talk about a red wave any time before this. We haven't seen that. What we've seen is talk of a blue wave. We've seen Democrats win seats in traditionally red counties, red congressional districts for up to 18 months right now. There's a lot of wind at the backs of the Democrats. Doesn't mean that Democrats are taking anything for granted, but things certainly look like they're going the way of the Democrats. There is a lot more enthusiasm. We're not seeing that on the Republican side. So, look, maybe Trump knows something that the rest of us don't. He might have in 2016, but it's unlikely that things are going to go in that direction in 2018.
And Matt, what about you? Do you think a red wave is possible?
Well, the goal has to be to hold the House majority. It's truly consequential for this presidency, for the future of the country, for the direction of the country. If Democrats take the House back, they're going to investigate the White House nonstop. They are going to shut down the Trump agenda up on Capitol Hill and the Republican agenda on Capitol Hill, and they're going to move to impeach him in the first 90 days. So there's a lot riding on this midterm election. Certainly history is working against the Republicans, but I think as President Trump said last night in Ohio, peace and prosperity is a message that sells. And you have the lowest black unemployment rate in the history of the country. You have very low Hispanic unemployment. Overall national unemployment is very low. The economy is very strong. There are a lot of reasons that people should feel good about the direction of the country. Certainly we face some challenges, but Republicans have to be motivated. This talk about a blue wave is intended to depress Republican enthusiasm. Republicans can't let that happen. We have to be every bit as enthusiastic as Democrats.
Now, one of the strongest Republican voices in Washington was Senator John McCain. As we said earlier, he died tonight after a year-long battle with brain cancer. Ed, what can you say about his work and leadership during his time in the Senate?
Well, you know, the thing about John McCain is I don't think it's necessarily accurate to say that he was a staunch conservative. This is a man who always put his country first. And in fact, in 2008, when he was the Republican nominee for president, the theme, the slogan of his campaign was country first. This is a man who put country before party time and again, even to the point of really upsetting many people in his party. He is not necessarily a person whose I agreed with, but they are politics that I respected. And I think that that's going to be a big loss for Washington. I know that Matt worked in the U.S. Senate. I worked there for a moment as well. We both were around McCain's tenure. He'll be missed.
And Matt, what about you? Anything Republicans can learn from McCain's service in the Senate?
Well, the country lost a legendary public servant tonight. This is a very sad night for the country. It's a very sad night for the McCain family, for the state of Arizona. You know, the thoughts and prayers of a grateful nation go out to the McCain family. This was an extraordinary life. It's hard to think of anyone living today who's given more to this country than John McCain has, whether that be in combat, whether that be in captivity, whether that be in public service, having served in Congress and then in the United States Senate. There's no question that from time to time conservatives had great frustration with positions he took, but this is a man who all Americans respect. He lived an incredible life, dying tonight at 81 years old. His mother's 106 years old and still is living. He leaves an incredible legacy, and I think for Republicans, that spirit of generosity, of commitment, of courage, of determination is one we can all take going forward.
All right, that's all the time we have tonight. Matt, Ed, thank you both.